Hey everyone, and welcome to TopThink. Today we're going to learn about 9 simple habits to improve your focus. Now, let's begin. Staying focused can feel harder than ever in a world full of notifications, of deadlines, and constant demands on your attention. If you're feeling distracted, don't look down on yourself. Focus is not just something that you're born with. It's a skill you can build through simple daily habits that shape how you think, work, and recharge. Your environment has just as much impact on your ability to focus as your mindset does. Part of your focus reset will involve reshaping your surroundings to better support your goals. Plus, your approach to work matters almost as much as the work itself, so you'll also learn how to make smarter choices as you prepare for your day and organize your time. And finally, spoiler alert, your physical, mental, and emotional well-being also have a sneaky way of boosting or harming your concentration. So you'll also need to invest a little bit of time in making sure you yourself are happy, healthy, and at peace. So without further ado, here are 9 simple habits to improve your focus. Number 1. Start your morning right. Your journey to stronger focus begins with the moment that you open your eyes. The choices you make upon waking can have a major impact on the direction of your day. And naturally, distraction also beckons, so this is also the time for you to start saying no. Try meditating upon waking. You can find a comfy spot nearby or even do it right in your bed. Think about what you hope to achieve and set an intention for the day. Close your eyes and focus on that intention, maybe even repeating it to yourself quietly as a mantra. It focuses your energy and clears your mind so you can approach the day with fresh eyes. Electronics are a major source of distraction, so experiment with spending the first 30 minutes of your day phone-free. No matter our best intentions, we all know there's no such thing as taking a quick peek at your phone. The notifications start blaring, the news items rush in, and suddenly, we're in a deep dive scrolling for our next dopamine hit. Many folks use their phone as their alarm clock, so invest in an old-school analog or electronic clock instead so you can keep the phone off the nightstand and out of the bedroom altogether. Make your bed immediately upon waking. This is a quick task that becomes your first win of the day and sets the tone for organization and intention for everything to follow. Grab a glass of water while you're at it. Hydrating immediately upon waking has been proven to kickstart brain function, which of course is necessary for concentration. And try to get a little hit of morning sunlight not long after waking, as that will help your brain too, as well as balance your circadian rhythms to keep future you well rested. Number 2, prioritize your tasks. One of the biggest enemies of focus is having too much to do. And of course, you can't just make all your to-dos disappear. If only it were that easy. The challenge is not to eliminate your crushing list of tasks, but to organize, sort, and prioritize them. Do a brain dump of everything, really everything that you know you have to accomplish both at work and at home in the next day, week, month, and year. The moment it hits the paper, you'll feel a weight start to lift. Just getting everything out in the open, no matter how crazy the list, helps to relieve a tiny bit of the mental load. Creating a plan for yourself relieves you of the pressure to remember everything, allowing your brain to focus on the task at hand. Set goals that are SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Start by identifying what's urgent versus what's simply important. Tasks with firm deadlines or real consequences should rise to the top, while flexible or lower-impact items can be scheduled for later. If everything feels important, then try limiting yourself to choosing just 3 true priorities for the day so your focus has a clear direction. Number 3. Tackle the tough stuff. Starting your day by handling the most challenging tasks can clear mental clutter and free up valuable focus for everything that follows. Your toughest task might be writing a difficult email, finishing a big report, having a challenging conversation, or starting a project you've been avoiding. Break the task into smaller steps so it feels more approachable, and then commit to working on it for a set amount of time. Once it's done, take a moment to recognize the win and use that boosted confidence to move into your next priority with renewed energy. Number 4. Never multitask. Now, on the surface, multitasking might seem like the efficient choice, but don't be fooled. It often scatters your attention and slows real progress. The real truth? Well, multitasking is not even possible. What we think of as multitasking, well, it's actually just rapid switching back and forth between tasks. This can lead to exhaustion, burnout, and even mistakes. Your brain just can't handle it. Choosing to concentrate on one task at a time allows you to work more deeply, to make fewer mistakes, and to finish with a stronger sense of accomplishment. Know that while it might feel like you're going slower, you're ultimately going faster. You'll be able to knock each item off your list more quickly when you're not distracted by all the others. Create small boundaries that make single tasking easier. Close unnecessary tabs, silence notifications, and put your phone out of reach while you work. Give yourself permission to fully immerse in one task at a time, knowing that focused effort now will save time and stress later. Number 5. Try time blocking. Time blocking helps you protect your focus by assigning specific tasks to dedicated chunks of your day. It's a sneaky way to keep yourself from falling into the multitasking trap. And by grouping similar tasks together, you save on brain power by avoiding switching too quickly from one mode to another. It's an easy way to get into a flow state. Set 1 or 2 time slots throughout the day to tackle email. Now, get all your writing and responses done. Then, even if replies are still coming in, close the app when the time block ends. Email, while essential for so many jobs, is one of the biggest time wasters. The replies just go on forever. Freeing yourself from the need to reply immediately allows you to step away and give your full attention to other tasks at hand. Other examples of time block themes include phone calls, admin, budgeting, creative writing, marketing, new client outreach, and schedule or meeting management. Yeah, that last one is essentially setting a time block to manage your time blocks. Be serious about your boundaries. Set alarms to note the beginning and end of time blocks and use a calendar or scheduling app, ideally with color coding, to lay it all out for yourself. Now, not everything will fit perfectly into your time blocks, and that's okay. It doesn't mean those tasks need to fall by the wayside. You can even set up a miscellaneous themed time block to address those random but important tasks. You can also use the 2-minute rule for smaller tasks. If something takes just a couple of minutes, then handle it right away so it doesn't linger in the background and pull your attention away later. Number 6. Be intentional with your rest. Focused work requires focused rest, so plan your breaks with as much intention as your tasks. Techniques like the Pomodoro method or the 52-7 rhythm can help you balance effort and recovery, while truly restful activities like hobbies or quiet relaxation give your mind space to reset. The Pomodoro technique involves working for about 25 minutes followed by a short 5-minute break, repeating the cycle several times before taking a longer rest. During breaks, step away from screens and choose activities that truly refresh you, like stretching or getting a bit of fresh air. Number 7. Declutter your space. Don't underestimate the impact of visual distraction. A cluttered environment can increase your cognitive load and lead to fatigue. Having a calm, peacefully decorated, and relatively clear space will increase your accuracy, boost your focus, and give you the space to pay attention to what truly matters. Don't let your environment get in the way of you doing your best work. Do a little brainstorming about your workflow. What tasks take place in which areas? Which items do you need and when? And then organize the space accordingly to best support how you personally approach your day. Try to eliminate loose papers by recycling anything unnecessary and filing the rest in labeled folders out of sight. Put loose items into cups or drawers with dividers for easy access. Gather up loose cords, label them, and use ties or wraps to keep them from taking over your desk. Utilize vertical space like shelves or hooks to keep your surface as clear as possible. And then set a 5-minute time block at the end of your day for a daily reset. Use this time to put items away, close electronic tabs on your computer. Save electronic files to folders, sort through papers, and rewrite your to-do list. Clean up any dirty dishes and maybe even do a little dusting. This will set you up for success tomorrow. Number 8. Nurture the body-brain connection. Your ability to focus doesn't start at your desk. It starts within your body. When you move regularly, sleep deeply, and fuel yourself with balanced meals, your brain has the energy it needs to stay sharp and present. Try thinking of focus less as a mental trick and more as a physical state that you can support through daily habits. Aim for consistent movement each day, even if it's just a brisk walk or a short stretch session to increase blood flow to the brain. Protect your sleep by keeping a regular bedtime and limiting late-night screen use so you wake feeling clear rather than foggy. Choose meals that include protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates to maintain steady energy, rather than the spikes and crashes that can sabotage concentration. Number 9. Prepare for tomorrow, today. Focus becomes easier when you remove friction before the day even begins. Take a few minutes today to invest in your future self. A simple end-of-day reset, like clearing your workspace or organizing your digital tabs, helps you start fresh in the morning instead of feeling overwhelmed. But you also need to take some time to declutter your mind. At the end of the workday, take a few minutes to write down your top priorities, which gives your mind direction the moment you sit down to work. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can base tomorrow's to-do list off of today's, noting anything that was not completed, and work off of your big list of priorities to understand what needs to happen next. Ironically, looking backward can also help you move forward, reflecting in a journal on what went well, what felt challenging, and what you're grateful for builds clarity and confidence over time. Small intentional rituals tonight can create powerful momentum for tomorrow. Hey, thank you for watching TopThink, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.